my last lesson on area. Our next unit is going to be three-dimensional shapes. I know you're excited about that. All right, so let's do a shaded region 1, okay? All we want on this example, okay, is just the area of the shaded, okay? Not that white hexagon, okay? These are much easier than they look. Do not be intimidated by them. The first thing we're going to do, though, is we're going to find the area of the unshaded, which is that hexagon, okay? That hexagon is regular, so we're going to use the formula for that hexagon. Area equals 1/2 apothem times perimeter, okay? And, oh my goodness, I noticed they didn't give us the measurement of the side or the apothem. So we're going to have to work a little bit on this one. So we're going to go ahead and let's draw in an apothem. Remember, it's perpendicular to here. All right, and we're going to go ahead and find these items, okay? So we need this apothem, and we also need this half of the side to go ahead and use this formula. Okay, well, we need to know what the angles are. Since all of those angles are equal, we can use that formula, 6 take away 2 times 180 divided by 6. And at this point, you probably got it memorized. You know that all of those angles are 120. Then remember, the radius bisects it, so 120 divided by 2, we're looking at 60 degrees right here. All right? If you're smelling trig, it's because this is trig, okay? All right, so to find this right here, I'm just going to call that one x. And to find this little piece over here, I'm going to call it y. Let's do x first. If you notice, for x, that is the opposite of 60 degrees. And then the 4 foot is the hypotenuse. And you remember how we did some old horse caught another horse, taking oats away or whatever. O over h is sine. So we're going to go sine of 60 degrees, okay, equals opposite, which is x, our unknown, and 4, which is our hypotenuse. And then we're going to use our trusty old calculator, and we're going to find the value of x. So, again, make sure you're in degree mode. I'm going to hit sine of 60, and then I'm going to multiply by 4, and I get x equals 3.4. I'm just going to round it to x is 3.5. Okay, so right here, you now know that this apothem is 3.5. All right, we're going to do another trig because we want to find y. Okay. So here's 60 degrees, all right? You can use the 3.5, you can use the 4 feet, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and use the 4 feet again. Okay, so see y is adjacent. We already said this was opposite and this was hypotenuse. Do you remember which trig function was a over h? Well, it's cosine. So now I write cosine is 60 degrees, and you said that's adjacent, which is the y variable, over, again, for the hypotenuse. I'm going to cross multiply after I find the cosine of 60. So cosine of 60, you hit the cosine button, you hit 60, all right, and it's half. Well, I should know that one. And you get an answer of y equals 2. Okay, come up here. If y is 2, remember this apothem bisects that side. So if this is 2, this is also 2. So all of the sides of this hexagon are 4, okay? All right, let me make sure I was right on hexagon. 1, 2, 3, oh yeah. So there's 6 sides times 4, so the perimeter is 24. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and write this formula one more time. I think I have a little bit of room right here. It's the only thing working from home is weird. I don't have all that board space I'm used to, but I'm gonna stop making excuses because we gotta do this. All right, remember that apothem or apothem, however you want to say it right here, is that 3.5. And then the perimeter, we found it right here, was 24. And we are going to type these babies in and get our answer for just the white hexagon. Lord have mercy, here we go. 0.5 times 3.5 times 24, and we get a whopping 42 feet squared. Now that is just that white hexagon, okay? We don't want that. We want the shaded part, and you see that circle there. So basically we're just going to take this circle, we're going to find the area of the whole circle, and then we're going to literally cut out that white hexagon, which means we're going to subtract that 42. So let me put that area for the hex over here. All right, then we'll find the area of the circle, and then we'll subtract because we're cutting that away, okay? Woo, this is a little bit of work, isn't it? You know, it's good though. It's a good practice on your mind to do this kind of thing. So, area formula for a circle. Yes. Oh my goodness, you have been doing your work. Is radius squared times 3.14. Did they give us the radius? Most certainly they did. They gave us the radius of the polygon and of the circle, because look, it's center to the edge. So that's 4 squared is 16. I'm going to multiply by 3.14. Stay with me, stay with me. I feel like some of you have left me. I don't blame you. 16 times 3.14, I get 50.24. And that was the area of the circle. But I got to take the area of the circle and I got to subtract the area of what I don't want, which is the white hexagon. So here I go, $50.24 minus a whopping 42, and your shaded area is 8.24 feet squared. I hope it's been a good week for you. I hope you're practicing your, what they call it, social distance. And by all means, please wash your hands. We'll see you around.